Hello to all! Today I will analyze a fascinating project, quite special one, which is ANON. Read to the end. The ANON project has set before itself a rather fascinating task, to form the fork of the popular Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Explaining the purpose of this to those who exactly does not understand it, the fork is the formation of the newest coin in the code basis of the former cryptocurrency. ANON is considered the successor to zk. The group of creators promises that the beloved will regularly supplement the concept updates. They also multiply the volume of the block and create transaction processing of the most colors. The creators said the newest fork is completely different from the previous one. The developers assure that the newest coin will have the following properties. Real decentralization. ANON used the newest method in its own work, a fairly durable, somewhat guarantees a more dispersed sphere, the proof-of-work method. Real uncertainty. The plan guarantees the most likely uncertainty. Transactions are very difficult to trace, and all without exception are due to the application of MIT, tested by the technology of ZC-SNARK. Community-driven. A right to social ties with the goal of providing effective thoughts. Directly for this reason, the creators are instructed to involve people who are not familiar with the blockchain in the plan. According to their judgment, this will give a tremendous impetus to the crypto industry, will give a large number of the latest creative ideas. The main plots. The creators decided to decide the stakes in coins, simulate long-term investments, and return the share of dividends over the course of the period. This will affect the economy of the cryptonomed in the future. ANON. This is more than just cryptocurrency, which applies the previous act with the prospect of a breakdown. The plan chooses a transparency approach with the full branching procedure. In other words, this coin is represented as a benchmark, as well as forks and other crypto conversions are created in the future. Being colors from the most basic plan right up the date of the fork and in perspective, ANON exacts to form a society of close followers. For the mining concept, the creators decided to make ANON in the proof-of-work transitional base together with master modes. This will enable people who do not have high concepts to take part in the ecosystem, gaining profits from the ANON that they hold. Previous forks, which existed before by silo developers, do not have a very significant requirement, a significant adoption in the auction. With the emphasis of the inviolability of personal life, the addition of abilities and the multi-level marketing strategy, ANON will be able to deliver in these regions where the previous cards did not respond to the circumstances. I use common industrial science advantages, allowing our public information instruments to effectually notify the epic. ANON seeks to embrace these who are directly inside and outside the existing community of cryptologists. At the end of my review, I can make a subsequent conclusion. The project is very unusual. It has a large number of shortcomings and inaccuracies. This forces you to think, especially if you recall the predecessors of ANON. Red Creighton was always a dual person, but his final reception led the cipher community in disapproval. You will hear the final decision in the second part of the review. I wish all of you effective investments.